Hello, I'm going to show you now how to create the wrap for the slipped stitches and how to knit the wrap and the next stitch together. So we're going to bring the yarn forward and slip purlwise, and then I'm going to knit together this wrap and stitch underneath it. And as I do that, the yarn forward creates a yarn over or a wrap on top of that slipped stitch. So I'm going to bring the yarn forward, slip one, knit two together, and that creates this wrap over top of the slipped stitch. Yarn forward, slip, and here I am at the end where I have the 2-stitch border, and these 2 stitches need to be purled. So if I just leave the yarn forward and then purl, I'm not going to have a wrap around that slipped stitch. So just here at the end you have to do something a little differently. I take the yarn forward, wrap it over the slip stitch, and bring it back up in between the needles, and then I can purl the 2 edge stitches. And then I turn around. The first 2 stitches are slipped purlwise with the yarn in back. And here I get to the funniest part about the honeycomb brioche. So I have this shawl wrapped over top, and on the right side rows we don't knit them together like we just did on the other side. I need to slide the wrap a little bit over to the left and then knit the stitch that's under it, and then now I can slip that over. Then I have a plain knit, and here I have a wrapped stitch. So again, I'm going to slide it over a little bit, or put the needle tip between the 2 to separate them, and then I'm going to knit this and slip this one. To speed things up, you can do it all in one movement. So I'm going to slide this one over a little bit, knit the stitch. As I bring the yarn up, I can bring the tip of the right hand needle underneath that wrap and take both off at once. So I'm going to knit, move the wrap over, knit and bring up, and also take the wrap off the needle in one movement. And you can just repeat that all the way across. Eventually it'll become a fluid motion for you. And then that creates the honeycomb brioche stitch.